Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I dyed my hair. Now I dyed my hair about 2.5, 3 weeks ago, and I've been holding off showing you guys. I have filmed a few other videos with my darker hair, but I am a hairstylist and I knew a few things were going to happen. So I kind of did this dye in a two-step process, if you will. I'm just going to kind of explain to you what I did while showing you the clips of what I did. So, right. I last bleached my hair last July, and I'm the type of person, I will stick with a hair color for usually 2 years, a year and a half, 2 years, just because my hair is really fine and I don't like damaging it if I'm just going to change it like a couple months later. So I held on to that hair color for about a year and a half, just over a year and a half, and I would have kept it. But because I've just moved to England and I don't have a regular hairstylist and getting your hair done is really expensive, thankfully I had my friend Jenny doing it for me. Hey girl, I miss you. And I would have needed to get a new set of like tape and extensions, which again is more money right now that I'm not looking to spend. Never mind, it would have been getting my hair bleached, getting the extensions put in, it was damaged. So it was just time. It was time to dye it a little bit darker. So I knew I was going to go back to a solid color. Paul, since we met, has been being like, you should dye your hair back black. And me knowing the process that it's going to take, I was like, no, I'm not going to go straight back to black. Anyway, so this is the thought process behind this dark brown hair that I have. Anyways, yeah, so I knew I was gonna go a solid color. I knew I was gonna go like darker, and I was lifting my hair, so that was giving me that brown color that I had before, and then I had the blonde through my ends. Now because I had that blonde through my ends, I knew that this color was going to fade very, very fast. So the first time around, I think I mixed up 4A and a 5A, so that made a 4.5, like a level 4.5. So I mixed that up, and it was just a 1-to-1 ratio. So the same level of color, the same amount of color to the same amount of peroxide. And then I mixed that up, and then I essentially just applied it completely from root to end. Again, because I wasn't really worried about my roots lifting out to the color that I wanted it, because I knew I was going to have to dye it again. Now, if you don't know what lifting it out means, basically my natural hair is black, but I knew I would have to get it to this like kind of chocolate brown color, because believe it or not, my hair is a little bit darker than this. I know this seems quite dark on camera, but it really is like just kind of a chocolate brown. Anyways, so I just completely put that from like root to end, and then I let that sit for 45 minutes, and yeah, it washed out very, very fast. So I think I have some clips of me on a bus tour here in Bristol, and you can actually see the difference between the extensions and my natural hair, and the hair, like my natural hair, faded out so much. I did take some, like I think one picture where you can see how dark it was when I first colored it, but it did wash out really fast. So I knew I would have to do it again right away. So we have a busy weekend coming up, and I thought that I would do my hair for this weekend. So the biggest difference that I did this time was I actually sectioned my hair into 4 quadrants, and then I just mixed the hair dye, which was the exact same hair dye, a new tube, but it was the same hair dye, the same level, and I first put it on my regrowth, so my roots, and then I let that sit for about 20 minutes. From there, I came back after the 20 minutes, and then I applied the hair dye on the rest of my hair, and then I let this sit for another 30 minutes. After that, it was done. So just the 4A and the 5A, and then with level 10 vol, and then I let it sit for about 50 minutes, probably closer to an hour by the time I got into the shower and washed it out. And honestly, that is all it took to get this. Now, I obviously had to get new extensions, and when I went into this shop in Bristol, I was like, oh wow, these are so affordable. They're the shittiest extensions I've ever put in my hair in my life. They're so thin. I did show you guys how I install them. They're just clip-ins. Number one, they only have one track with 2 clips on it. Well, most people's head isn't that wide, so then you end up having to put them up quite high in order to get all of them in. That was problem number one. They gave 3 single clips. I don't know who uses single clips. I know I sure don't, but because of them being so shitty, I have to use all of them right now. So yeah, there's not like the appropriate like sizes. There's like a 3-1 clips. Who uses that? And then I don't know if you noticed, but there's like so much thicker at the top and then they get so straggly towards the bottom, and that is so horrible. Like, you know, you have a pair of bad extensions when, like, usually extensions get like that after you've been using them for so long. Anyways, obviously I'm going to continue to use them. I will say though, I do find these blend with my hair a little bit better because they're not super thick, and because my hair is so fine naturally, I feel like they do look a little bit more seamless. But I think moving forward from here is just to keep my hair healthy so I don't really have to wear a lot of extensions, because when the wind blows and then people can see your hair and stuff, your hair extensions, it's pretty bad. Anyways, that's about it. There's 2 cops walking by, which is so bizarre. And they just saw me filming. Great. Anyways, that's about it. To recap, I dyed my hair twice using the same hair dye. Once I literally just put it on everywhere. The second time I did the roots first, let it sit for 20 minutes, and then put it on the rest of the the ends. And then I let it sit for 50 minutes total. 20 minutes on the root, 30 minutes on the ends, 50 minutes total. And then I went and picked up some new hair extensions, which I did have a little clip of like what they looked like when they were still in the package, which I would not recommend. I think that's it. 4A, 5A, mix 4.5A, 10 ball. That's it, guys. Anyways, if you enjoyed this little hair video, cool. I would love if you hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed already, I got a collective haul coming, so you'll want to. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.